Grief is something both genders go through. Whether wewe ni mwanamke ama you're a man, you've gone through grief. Personally, let me talk about the grief I feel like I've been going through. The relationship, it ended, and then I got into another relationship. Thinking, for me, okay, the first relationship, it ended like I knew it was going to end, but I was like, I wasn't ready for it to end. And then I got into this other rebound relationship, rebound kwani iko nini, and then it ended as well. And in this rebound relationship, I actually found myself falling even deeper. This rebound relationship, I ended up finding myself falling even deeper for this person than I even thought, because you don't expect to fall for a rebound, right? And then when it ended, and I didn't expect it to end, like this was something I felt, oh my god, this is my forever. My grandma dies, and then I'm still, and then I lose my, out on the run to becoming the winner for a creative economy practice, and everything that I have been working towards building, like it was like brought to a halt suddenly. It was so panicky, and then I lost my phone in the process. Like, have you ever dealt with things all to, everything everywhere all at once? That's what I'd describe it as. It will, for me, it just felt like a lot. In my process of grieving, I'd say I'm in a better place. If anything, a better place is what this this place I'm in would be described as. So in all the research I've done, because I couldn't just sit there and watch myself just, me, I just fall into depression. I couldn't watch myself. And for me, I thought it was my usual depression. It was grief depression. It was a new kind of depression, right? The first thing we're going to talk on about grief is stages of grief. So grief has a couple of stages. Number one is the realization, like, oh damn, this thing just happened to me. Like, hiki tumefanyika. Whether it's losing someone, losing a job, a relationship, a child, like, whenever you're grieving something, grieving yourself, you could always like grieve a version of yourself that is no longer is, or that you feel you could be or you should be, and maybe you realize it's not coming to be as it's supposed to be or as you thought it would be. There's that part, you realize, oh shit, this is happening, right? Maybe you lose a relationship, so you start backtracking. Example of losing someone for me, like, I know I saw it coming, but in my grief, I'm like, shit, I actually saw this coming. Yes, I saw it coming. So what did I do about it? I didn't do anything about it. But it doesn't mean I'm not grieving. Like, the hell is wrong with you? You knew it was coming. Like, why are you sad? Like, feeling like you shouldn't even have these feelings because you knew it was coming. The backtracking, saying maybe I shouldn't have gone on these dates, maybe I shouldn't have told this, maybe if you've lost someone you like, maybe I shouldn't have talked to them like this, maybe I shouldn't have said this, maybe I should have done this. Backtracking all the moments, reliving all the moments. And then you get to the part where you detach in a very, very weird way. Sour. It's happened. Isha happened. It is what it is. Like, things are what they are. But in detaching, Some people don't detach the same way. We don't all detach the same way. People have different ways of detaching to different things. Sometimes you might detach from something and attach to something else. You need to detach fully. Like, this is what like, you need to detach and not attach to, like, if it's a habit. I found myself detaching from the habit of drinking alcohol, right? So if you're detaching from a habit, don't attach or replace it with something else. Let it detach and drift on its own. Sometimes you need to make like conscious decisions. Or if you're attaching yourself to something, attach yourself to positive things like reading books. You know, if you actually really need to, let it be something nice and positive, you know. The thing is, after detaching, you get bitter. Maybe you see this person you liked out with someone else, you get bitter. You're like, how dare you move on so fast? How dare you? Like, the bitterness kicks in. You're like, I'm gonna do you worse. These are just stages of you grieving. Like, it's just the grief kicking in. You know that bitterness you feel towards someone or something? Even if you're losing an opportunity, you're like, freak you, you'll never find anything better than me. You'll never have it better than me. No one loves you better. Hata wakupende aje, utahepa someday. No, that is just you being bitter. Being like you'll never have anything better than me. That is just you being bitter. Bitter as fuck. You know? And that's grief, and it's understandable. And it happens. Maybe some it's more extreme than to others. And then we'll get to forgiving. You forgive yourself, you forgive the person who did it to you, you forgive the situation. You can forgive, but it's really hard to forget. You're like, yeah, I'm over it, but are you? Are you? Like, some things do trigger us, and we're human. Like, we don't just control all, delete our feelings, our emotions, our memories. You know, you get to the place where you actually truly forgive yourself. You're like, when you see this person, you're like, I forgive myself for wanting you for me, because you're not what I'm supposed to have. I forgive myself for being so harsh on me, because you know, like, when you're in nursery, right? You don't know better. Like, you don't know better, and today you know better than yesterday. You know more. You're more mature. Like, forgive yourself for your immaturity and for the decisions you made when you're immature, or for the kind of things you went with, or the energy you were flowing with when you were immature. Because another day, another reason to exist, reason to do better, another reason to just let go of the grief and the stress that comes with it. The last stage of grief, I'd say, is the realization that it's all on you. Ni wewe, by the way. Hakuna mtu atakuja kuhypnotize. No one is coming to hypnotize you and be like, yo, forget all your grief. And it just happens. You have to put in the work. Literally, you actually have to put in the work. You need to realize that because you've lost a job, you've lost someone, you've lost out on certain opportunities, it's not the end of the world. It's not like ino mwisho, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. No, baby. Like, it's the beginning of something new. It's where you're supposed to be today. Tomorrow might not find you here, and if it does, well and good, because we're doing something new in the space. In the space you're doing something new. You're creating knowledge, you're creating art, you're doing better, you do. It's not that you're waiting for better to come from outside and find you. Better is coming out of you, and you're giving it to the world. You're giving better, because you are better. You are over the grief. Of grief can help you determine where you are in grief, and can help you realize that you're not the only person who's going through these things. Hizi ni vitu tunapitia si wote. And maybe you didn't find it helpful. Maybe you can comment or just give me an opinion of what you think. Na pia kama unakubaliana na mimi, leave a comment, like, share, remember to subscribe. And thank you for giving me your time, for keeping up with gender equality talks. And I hope you're making a woman somewhere, a man somewhere, a child somewhere, any person of any gender anywhere, feel more appreciated and more comfortable while you're around. Not by diminishing yourself, but by treating them as human as possibly can, as humanly as you possibly can. Right? Right, so that's my take on grief. Let me know what you think. Bye.